You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. What we do now echoes in eternity. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? To live a good life, we have the potential for it. If we learn to be indifferent to what makes no difference, don't go on discussing what a good person should be. Just be one. Look well into yourself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if you will always look. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own. Receive without pride, let go without attachment. No man is happy who does not think himself so. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. What doesn't transmit light creates its own darkness. Confine yourself to the present, to love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Nothing happens to anyone that he can't endure. No man can escape his destiny. The next inquiry being how he may best live the time that he has to live. Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it. Do not be wise in words. Be wise in deeds. If you are pained by external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them. And it is in your power to wipe out that judgment now. Receive wealth or prosperity without arrogance, and be ready to let it go. He who follows reason in all things is both tranquil and active at the same time, and also cheerful and collected. Don't let your mind be enslaved. Be your own master. Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to throw away. Death stands at your elbow. Be good for something while you live and it is in your power. How ridiculous and how strange to be surprised at anything that happens in life. It is in your power to retire into yourself whenever you choose. Everything that happens is either endurable or not. If it is endurable, then endure it. If it is unendurable, then stop complaining. Your destruction will mean its end as well. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. A person's worth is measured by the worth of what he values. Look at everything that exists and observe that it is already disintegrating and changing and, as it were, rotting away. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself, what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? The soul is dyed the color of its thoughts. Think only on those things that are in line with your principles and can bear the light of day. There is no man so fortunate that there shall not be by him, when he is dying, some who are pleased with what is going to happen. Think constantly how many physicians are dead, after often furrowing their brows over the sick, and how many astrologers, after predicting with great pretensions the deaths of others, and how many philosophers, after endless discourses on death and immortality. A wrongdoer is often a man who has left something undone, not always one who has done something. Take full account of what you have, and of the many great things you have received. And when you look at them, consider how you would seek them if you didn't have them. Whenever you encounter someone's shamelessness, ask yourself, is a world without shameless people possible? It is not the actions of others which trouble us, because these actions are controlled by their governing part, but rather it is our own judgments. Therefore, remove these judgments and resolve to let go of your anger, and it will vanish. Think of yourself as a citizen of the universe, rather than a resident of a particular city or country. Choose not to be harmed, and you won't feel harmed. Don't feel harmed, and you haven't been. Don't allow yourself to be ruled, but always act like a king ruling his empire. To understand the true quality of people, you must look into their minds and examine their pursuits and aversions.